That's it. That's as easy. So we are streaming now. We're live, GM everybody.
GM everybody.
We can yeah, we can cast the link to to YouTube if you want to get people in here.
Okay, so I should be like, let's see. It's the GM Forecaster link, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. Oh, that's so funny. It's like I see myself. Okay, great. Share. Let's see. Let's see. Are we live now?
Oh, look at that. Yes, we're live on an airplane. Kristen, are you coming to New York City?
Hey. Where's the chat? Should I go to the YouTube or should I stay on StreamYard?
Can you see the chat in StreamYard?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I can. Well, I see.
Can you post a?
Oh, I'm joining the chat.
What do you see when you have? Can you add a comment? Like, can you add to it?
I might need to like log in as like my YouTube username.
Maybe.
What a world we live in.
I can chat from the GM Forecaster account.
I can chat as Atlas.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
This is the magic of live stream. So we're here because I saw you cast last night as I was going to bed. How do you live stream?
Yes.
What's the easiest way to live stream?
What is the easiest way to live stream? Yeah, this is pretty complicated as the easiest way, but I really appreciate you helping me out. Would not have been able to do this without you.
All right, so why are we here?
So hey everyone.
Take it away.
Hey everybody. So we're running a pretty fun, pretty big experiment this week with Atlas. You know, for the last couple months, been building a lot of games. People are playing them kind of against the CPU. It's been a lot of fun sharing them in their feeds, but we wanted to kind of take it to the next level and build things where people are actually playing against each other. And easier said than done. We managed to launch a tournament where every 6 hours, you join this lobby at the Atlas mini app. Super easy to find. Just go to the mini apps page, search for Atlas, or this week you can actually see it's the featured frame. So look no further than the top image on the mini app tab. And so every 6 hours, one of them just started a few minutes ago. So I'm in a game right now. I think I get auto matched against the CPU whenever I'm in there. So to make other people can play against each other. But so every 6 hours, join the mini app. You can wait in the lobby until things get started. And then on the hour, you'll get matched against another player. You can, whoever wins, you know, you get points on the leaderboard. And at the end of this, we're going to give away a lot of ATL. So everyone that's got a season pass that can play in this tournament, you're going to be handily rewarded. We really appreciate all of our Atlas super fans. And so that's that. And on the screen, you can see here is what the game looks like. Like I said, I'm matched against Atlas. So it's going to be making all the decisions, you know, as like an AI agent. But here I kick, right? Atlas blocked it, so that's unfortunate. And now it's my turn to kick, and or Atlas's turn to kick, so I've got to block it. And they scored. And we've got some really nice sound effects. Pretty fun. And so it's like standard penalty kick rules. I think it's best of 5 rounds. Nice, I saved it. And where we're going with this is basically like trying to build out a lot of PvP types of games and experiences where you can play with other Farcasters. You'll have voice chat in the app soon. So if you're playing against someone, whether it's in this penalty kick game or another game, we have a lot of other games that we're working on, you'll actually be able to like hang out with people and chat with them, kind of like we're doing on this stream, which is a lot of fun. Kristen's asking, are these chance or skill-based games? It's a really good question. So this first game is really, and let's assume I'm playing against a real player and not Atlas, because a lot of people right now in the tournament are playing against other people. Kind of think about it like rock, paper, scissors, right? Where it's like, you kind of have to think, where did they just go? And where do I think they're going to go next? So there's a little bit of like outsmarting your opponent in that regard. But I think the soccer game definitely is more just like probabilities than skill. It's like you have a 66% chance as the kicker and like a 30% chance the goalie. So that's why we switched you out. Oh, I see. You can shit talk soon. Yeah, you can shit talk soon. Exactly. That's gonna be a big feature. You know, being able to trash talk against your opponent is like maybe the core feature of this game. Again, because it's not super intellectual or skill based. You know, there's got to be some other hook to it. So like chatting with people is a pretty fun way to do that. But the idea is like you jump into this tournament. If there's a lot of people in it, you'll be able to just like bounce around and talk to people. I guess I got matched with Atlas again. And that's the general gist of it. So we're running this all week, every 6 hours. We're going to be adding more features like voice chat over the course of the next week. And we're also building a new one where everyone is able to play against an AI goalie as well. So it won't need to be as synchronized. Like over the course of a day, you can just, you know, take your kicks at any point during that day and we'll see who makes it to the next round. So solving synchronous tournaments is actually a bigger challenge than building games. So I think we should have started with something simpler, but you know, this is why we build on Farcaster and why we learn, you know?
So in this tournament that you're doing, you're saying you're kind of running rounds every 6 hours.
Yeah.
So right now you said like a round started at 10. People are playing, finding other people to play with. You can choose. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when does this round end?
It ends after 10 minutes, basically. It's 10 minutes. So like people are kind of getting like speed matched. So someone will probably ended a game before me while I was talking. But yeah, in all the previous tournaments, I've been matched against other players. You know, this is, I think, the third one. So it's been a great learning experience to kind of figure out like how many people can show up to something at a set time when you don't have notifications figured out yet. I was telling Adrian earlier that like our notifications got totally bugged because we switched the mini app domain, but that stuff happens, you know, you do it live. And, but yeah, we've had like the first one, even with all of those issues, I think we had 6 people in the tournament, you know, so pretty small, but like everyone had to show up at the exact same time. And it's been running since then. It ran at like 4 a.m. last night while I was sleeping. A bunch of people joined. I didn't promote it or anything. So it's pretty fun to kind of see how people discover things on Farcaster and like how things get shared in the feed. And that's how people learn about it. But I think like we do need to build out like a big like agent network so that agents can like tag people and act as like your assistant. Like, hey, it's your time to play. Here's the mini app. Open it up. Kick against this goalie. And I think that's going to be like kind of like the white glove service that we're bringing as a gaming platform to the Farcaster social feed in the near future.
Awesome. I'm opening it right now. All right. So people should right now go to the mini apps tab.
Yeah. If you want to discover like more about Atlas, there's also like beyond this game, there's probably like 10 other games that are in the game button on the footer. So like, you know, this tournament is against Atlas. I'll just close that out. But if you see here, this is like our little billboard. If you click games, you know, this is like the first penalty kick game that I built. And it's, you know, eventually you can play against your friends here too. But right now it's just like a simple, you know, PvP game against an agent with V's PFP. But we also have like boxing games that are really fun. There's just like a lot of like fun little experiences.
This is cool.
That didn't load. That's unfortunate.
I just opened the tournament one.
Oh, did you go to the lobby?
And it is, yes, it's telling me to join a lobby, but it's now 6 hours away. So I missed the 10 o'clock, but that's okay. I'll come back.
It's totally okay. Like I said, this is really about like us figuring out the right cadence for this kind of thing, but we wanted to make sure that like everyone that wanted to play could kind of run through our tournament flow. Like I said, everyone's going to be rewarded. We had the considered doing kind of like an airdrop before this, but sort of felt that it made more sense to like, let's just get everyone in a tournament and then we can reward people that participated with an airdrop,
All right. Do I need to buy do people need to buy a season pass to play?
So you don't need to buy a season pass to play any of the Atlas games, but you do need a season pass to participate in the tournament because there's like financial rewards in the tournament. I just sort of wanted to have like a spam filter on that. But every other Atlas game I built these all over the last couple months, and they've all been free to play, still free to play, and will always be free to play. So like, anytime you want to play a fun game, or if you want to suggest one for me, like more than happy to listen, hear feedback. But yeah, all that stuff is totally free. You don't need to buy anything. Just jump in. This is I think this is the first one that I launched, which is like a Farcaster PFP memory game. Let's see if we can get Adrian's picture in there. There we are.
Hey.
Where is she? Oh, and we got Prof. Thank you.
You've literally clicked around without seeing. I feel like I haven't seen any of the same PFP. Oh, there we go.
There you go. I just wanted to do something to give a little thank you to you and Prof for helping me. I thought maybe I could find you two in this.
I love it.
I think she's there, right?
No, bottom, yeah.
By the way, I play this with my like 4-year-old, and it's so funny watching his little brain work and like and he understands like, oh, I know where that one is. So this is a game for all ages. It's a lot of fun. I used to have that you could click on any one of them that you've already seen and get like a bio of that person. I might bring that back. That was a fun feature.
Yeah.
But you can actually kind of like see like, oh, Adrian's the host of GM Farcaster, et cetera, like things based on your bio on Farcaster and what you cast about. I think there's a lot of cool stuff there where it's like mixing games and connections and stuff like that.
Super cool. All right.
So that's that. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Kristen, have a safe flight. Are you middle, aisle, or window?
Poor Jeff consistently forgot. Are you talking about the memory game? Kristen, where is he? Oh, yes.
We remembered.
That was a total guess. It's hard for me to like stream and have like cognitive abilities to do even like the simplest of games. So Adrian, like you're the best. So impressed that you can multitask and stream and actually have interesting insights and conversations. It's very impressive.
It's kind of you to say. Whether or not there's anything interesting, it's up for anyone else. Cool. Well, Jacob, this was great. Anything else to share?
No, I'm excited to see everyone at FarCon. This is my first FarCon. I was supposed to go last year, but I was basically traveling. I was coming back from another trip as it was starting, and it just didn't work out. But super fun, really excited to be there. So we're going to be there for all of Builders Day. And then on Friday, Atlas, the game is going to be featured at the Base Gaming Lounge. So like, this is also, awesome. Yeah, it's a big part. Like doing this week is also like, just so important for us to like figure this out by Friday, like getting like a real in-person tournament. And I actually think like the thing about these games is that connection of like talking to someone or interacting with someone while you're playing is actually like indispensable. You can't remove that from the game. And especially like you see that on a social network where it's actually not about the game. It's actually about the connections more than anything. Certainly there are games where it's like financial first, or like games where you're supporting artists or creators, and like that's a big part of it. But from my POV, like that also creates a connection, like the artist stuff. So we kind of need to, pump the gas on that feature and get that live. And I think that's where we're going to be leaning into. It's like social first, but like you're also playing a game,
Yeah. I love that kind of the concept of like games being, I don't know, like some sort of
It's a
lubricant
wrapper
to
for friendship.
social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, do you know what you're building for
You mean like
Builder Day?
so I honestly have no idea like what the schedule is for Builders Day. Are we supposed to like hack on something brand new and demo it like at the end of the day?
I mean, I think it's kind of a hackathon. The Builder Day, there's morning like talks and kind of like a dev day.
Yeah.
And then the afternoon, I think from noon till 5 is just kind of builder time.
Yeah.
And people have until 8 a.m. to submit their
Oh, okay.
projects. So you
Okay,
have all
cool.
night to work. I'm
Yeah.
planning on going and I want to hack and I have some ideas. I don't have a team yet, or so I'm kind
Nice.
of going in open-minded to see what
Well, if you
ends
need
up
a
getting
vibe
built.
coder to help, you kick something off, I'm more than happy. I mostly do front end and UX stuff, and I think you're a very
Ooh,
back end engineer.
I need, yes. I'm like, I've got all ideas, but I can't really
Well,
figure out how to create any
this
front
is
end
like my
stuff.
dream. My dream is like to be a floater at a hackathon where like I can just jump from table to table and just like have my laptop and just get added
Yeah.
to repos and just hack on like a component or something. That's like my dream, because my sweet spot, I think, as a builder is like very simple, like one page web apps, which have like
Mm-hmm.
the components like, okay, I did a thing on that one. What's the next modal? Did a thing on that one. All right, now I'm in the thing with all my choices and I'm going to do
Yeah.
something fun. That's like what I love to build. But I think what we're going to kind of hack on at this Builders Day is probably the next iteration of this game, which is like, I think I previewed it earlier. It's going to be everyone can play, in at the same time or at different times. So it's like a lot easier to get like 1,000 users playing over like a 12-hour span than even 20 users in a 10-minute span. It's like
Oh,
infinitely easier.
totally.
So
Yeah.
that's where we're moving with this, is like
Uh,
you'll say like you have, let's say, 12 hours to play against this AI goalie. We have a smart contract where we're going to pre-write all of the goalies like moves, and then ZK like prove them after each tournament. So everyone's gonna be playing against the exact same goalie, which I think is fun. And you'll see what other people did. So like I can go in, if you went before me, it'll say like, okay, Adrian kicked left. And like I'd be like, okay,
mhm.
do I kick left like Adrian or do I try to do something else? So it's funny,
That's
like you're
cool.
playing against each other more than you're playing against the goalie. And it's like just like social
Is
game.
there so with a small is there randomness, or is it every time I click left to start, I get the same
No, it's going to be
output?
100% pre-written. So as
Yeah.
soon
So you have to
everyone is,
find the right, or
yeah.
like one person has to find. Interesting.
You got better odds as the kicker. You've got like a 66% chance.
Hmm.
But the reality is that like one miss and like now you're probably going to lose that round, like
Right.
so like if you have like 1,000 people, I can see, let's say maybe 30% get eliminated in that first one. And now you're playing against 600 people. And so then 30% get eliminated in the next one. So it's just like whittling you down, to see who can sort of make it to the end. And then we'll probably like reward like the top 10 people that make it to the end. But again, that's just like the game mechanics. I think it's less about like nailing the perfect game. I think it's more about like nailing the right cadence where a lot of people can play the same game like in the same block of time and talk
Hmm.
about it, and like a party can happen in the feed where everyone's sort of like reacting to it at the same time. Like I think that's the goal with this next phase.
Nice. Atlas Games would make a good cast out competition, I think.
I'd love to do
Well,
that. I'd love to
yeah,
do it.
we'll chat.
Sweet. Yeah, and we can also do like a custom game. Like I build these games like in a couple hours for the most
Oh,
part, like in terms of like the
all right.
front end. And now that we have the back end with all of like the synchronous plus async, we can really take it in different directions. And then I think if we add the chat in, like you're just gonna have a blast, like it'll be super fun. And we're not there yet, but like, you know, you got to kind of like launch and then be embarrassed by what it is that you launched to kind of then give the, you know, create that fire and like do better next time.
Yeah. All right, we'll chat.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining. Jacob, thanks for jumping on the stream.
Absolute pleasure.
And sharing the tournament.
Absolute pleasure.
And yeah, if anyone has questions, hit up JRF on Farcaster, follow Atlas. Maybe your season pass seems like ahead of time so that you can just jump right in for the next tournament and play.
Yeah. Also, I've previewed this to a bunch of people, but like the season pass is like kind of like your early believer, like loyalty pass for Atlas. And I already like, everyone in season 1 is going to get into season 2 for free. Like, this is just about like finding like our loyal users who, you know, we love, we hope they love us. So if you buy a season pass now, you're in it for like, you know, definitely the next tournament, and we'll give you some free invites to send to your friends so you could bring them into the next one too.
Nice. All right. All right. We'll call it. Thanks.
Thanks, Adrian. Have a great day. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Yeah.
Bye, all.